this Tuesday night call, we're going to focus on the 8 ways to sell. So let me go ahead and get started here.
We actually, on these calls, we're going to have lots of business building tips. So we're going to talk about the 8 ways to sell, but we have lots of different areas of expertise that we can have guest speakers sharing with us.
Yep, exactly. So we are going to dive into, like, each week is going to be something new and different, but the idea of the Tuesday night is to educate everybody on our 8 ways of selling.
Yep.
So let's just talk about those really quickly, and then I'll talk about the one topic that we're going to talk about tonight. Customer subscription, our preferred customer program. We've got some fun and exciting things that are coming around that. And but the idea is around making it very simple and easy for customers to be able to subscribe, to be able to buy, to be able to be a part of your business, and making it simple and easy for the consumers to buy products from you. Direct sales. Obviously, there's the build a team, right? We have the ability to build a team and introduce other people, and we'll talk a little bit about this tonight when we start talking about your personal store, your virtual store, and making it open and available and inviting for other people as they start buying products from you to be able to open their store and to be able to.
So fun to have a buddy in business, or 2 or 20 or 200.
100%. Yes, 100%. Yes. 3 is parties, retail profits, host rewards. You know, this is a big part of our business today is, you know, what is it? Book,
sell, recruit.
Book, sell, recruit.
And we'll
right?
have the host rewards when we all are one big happy family on one platform. All 3 brands are going to be able to take advantage of that.
Yes, we're excited.
It's going to work
that.
so great with get-togethers and so much.
You actually get to start testing some of that tomorrow, right?
I think so. It's
the
word on the
that's
street.
Exciting. Retail is what we're going to talk about tonight. And the reason why we're diving into this one tonight is because this ties into all of the other programs. So our bulk buying program is a big part of what we do. But retail, salons, gyms, chiropractors, etc., is just the ability for us to visit. What?
Chiropractors?
What did I say? Is that right?
Chiro.
No. Chiropractors. Don't you have a brow appointment to get to? And then trade shows and events, again, ties into our bulk buying. Our online also ties into bulk, social media, and fundraisers. So these are the 8 ways that we have for everyone to plug into and have the ability to earn from and to be able to sell and introduce the individuals to. So like I said, tonight, the one that we're going to talk about specifically is retail. Now, this is our bulk buying program, and I'm going to spend the bulk of the time, no pun intended, bulk pricing, on this specific topic right here. So in the past, the bulk buying program has always been tied to individual boxes. So the ability for people to buy a box of product, and then, you know, it was always tied to M is where we developed this program. So Jim Rohn always says that when the why becomes strong enough, the how becomes easy. And so when we start talking about the why behind our program was, again, we wanted to make it simple and easy for individuals based on their network, based on their skill set, their passions, their beliefs, to be able to plug into something that made it easy. The reason why retail doesn't work for the majority of the direct sales network marketing companies that are out there is because they don't have a true wholesale to retail difference. I've been in and around this industry for a very long time, and a big part of that was always tied back to, hey, can we buy wholesale and sell retail? Well, why would you ever buy retail? Why wouldn't you sign up and get the discount? And so although they always said there's 8 ways to earn, or 12 ways to earn, or 50 ways to earn in all of these compensation plans that are out there, one that they would always talk about was the difference between wholesale and retail, but they never provided a true retail price point. So therefore, it was always, here's the wholesale. No one ever talked about the retail. So the reason why we decided from the very beginning that we would always have a 3-tiered price, which was the bulk price, the wholesale price, and the retail price, was not only did we want to make it profitable for our associates to be able to purchase products at wholesale and turn around and sell them retail, or have somebody go to their replicated website or from their app, a link that they sent from their app, and have somebody be able to purchase the products at retail price. 100% of the difference from wholesale to retail goes back to the associate, and then each of the products has points associated with it that also tied into what the wholesale or what the associate was able to earn on, okay? So the why behind our bulk buying program was that we wanted to give individuals an opportunity to walk into a place of business or to walk into somewhere and to be able to show that individual how they could increase the profitability per square footage of the store. And a lot of this I'm teaching you tonight, Joe just commented. So Joe Melling is my hero, and he taught me a lot of this. Everything good I know Joe Melling taught me.
Love Joe.
But with this being said, the reason why we were able to do this was because we wanted to give people the ability to walk into a place of business and show that business owner how I can increase your profitability per square footage. Well, if there's only the difference between wholesale and retail, and this is why the majority of the direct sales network marketing companies this won't work with, is because even if they have established a true retail price point, that wholesale to retail difference is not enough for an individual or store owner to give up store shelf or to put the marketing dollars in behind selling a product. So the points that we're going to talk about tonight is keystone pricing. We're going to just cover that. We're going to talk about how the bulk buying program works. So in the past with M, it was all based on the number of boxes of product because we like to keep things simple with M. And then as we've evolved as a company, we have products that range from, $12. I mean, I know we have products that are cheaper than $12, but $12 all the way up to $80. No, I don't think we have anything $80 now. I think our highest one now is $54, which is the pre-pro, right? Yes.
This one was $80.
No, it was $65 before.
65.
Yeah. So we don't have anything. So with that new price reduction, yes.
Huge price reduction.
But you can see the idea behind that now is that our products range from $12 all the way up to $54 retail. So when you start looking at that, how do you do it on a per unit basis? And you just simply can't. And so we were racking our brains trying to figure out forever how to make it work and how we could have it so that we would have the ability to plug that in. Thanks, Richard. Be able to plug that in so that we could now take our entire product line and plug that into our bulk pricing. So here's how it works. And I don't want this to make it more complicated than it is. So we have a 4-tier price point, starting out at $2,500 retail. Now, there's some confusion around this, and this is the reason why we want to make sure that we drive this point home. This is $2,500 retail. So you take $2,500, you can take any assortment of products. So let's just say, for example, we wanted to do our $15 nail wrap, right? Mm-hmm. So that's 166 nail wraps. So let's say we wanted to take our $2,500 and we wanted to divide that by boxes of M6. That's $44.95 is retail, so that would be 55.6 boxes, right? Or we wanted to do that with our pre-probiotics, right? So you take $2,500 and divide that by $54 retail. That's 46.29 boxes of our pre-probiotic.
And I could see that pricing great for events, like if you're doing like a fair or an expo, something like that, where you would want to have inventory on hand. That's like the perfect number. Yep. For a lot of those kinds of things. Yep,
exactly. So here's what you're going to do, and this is how you figure out the pricing, and this is how you figure out all of this stuff works. So you take $2,500, go to a shopping cart, and we'll have the ability to be able to do this online. Right now, the only way that you can do this is by calling in to member support or customer service. And what you're going to do is you're going to place your order. So I want 5 boxes of core. I want 10 nail wraps. I want a lacquer strip. I want pre-probiotic. I want a couple kits of your Love Your Gut Challenge kit, right? Bundle. When you start looking at all of those, if your retail value of the products that you're buying is over $2,500, then you're going to take that and times that by 30%. Whatever that price point is, you're going to take 25% times 2,500, which is $625. You're going to take that $625 off of the retail price. So you're going to minus that from the 2,500. That's going to give you a total of $1,875. So the total price that you're going to pay is $1,875. So you got that what's that?
Did you mean to do 30%? You did 25%.
Did I do 25%? I am so sorry.
That's okay.
So
that's why I'm
it's
here.
a good thing you're here. Yes. So 30% times 2,500 is 750. Thank you for that. So now we're going to take 2,500 minus 750. 2,500 minus 750 is a total of 1,750. So now your total price that you're going to pay for that bulk purchase is $1,750. So that $750 that you saved off of the 2,500 is all retail profit. Okay, so that's retail profit. So that's what the store owner or the person that's selling this at a trade show or event or so on and so forth, that's their profit. Then you take the total point value of that order. And so let's just say, if we're doing the boxes of juice, of M sticks, that's the easiest, right? So $44.95. 56 boxes, we'll round up. So 56 boxes times 30 points is 1,680 points. You times that by 35%, that's 588 points. Remember what the total was before. So you take that 588 minus your 65 times 30, let's see. Sorry, I should have had this math all figured out. Divided by 44.95, that's 56 boxes. 56 times 30 is 1,680. So you take that 1,680 and then you minus 588 from that. That's your 35% of that. So now that order that you're paying $1,750 for has 1,092 points associated with it. And that goes directly into your store, which now, because that person is buying that, and now that our store is now 10 to 30%, and then anything over 1,500 points gives you 40%, right? So now you're at 1,000, which puts you at 25%. So your commissions on top of that is now $273 of that $1,000. So points.
So you've got your 750 plus 273. So you've
earned over $1,000 off of that.
When you sell those boxes, absolutely.
Yep, absolutely.
Plus those points go into the tree. They count for any incentives, promotions, anything like that that's going on. They're eligible for everything.
Yes, 100%. So with that being said, that's the 2,500. Let's go into the bigger ones. So let's do the 10,000 bulk price. This is where you get into the keystone pricing. Keystone pricing is where you can get anything 50% and higher. That is an important part when you start talking about this, because when you go into a retail establishment, on average, and this is where we got those percentages, on average, they're earning a 30 to 40 to 50% markup on those products that are going into their store shelves. So depending on the product, they're averaging anywhere between 30 to 50% markup. So their markup is where you're taking your retail price point discounted by that 30 to 40 to 50%, and we have that there tied into that. Marion, I will be more than happy to do a whiteboard presentation of this later on. So let's take the $10,000. So that $10,000 retail order you're going to pay 50% of that, which is $5,000. See that? So now their retail profit of that store owner or the person that's purchasing and retailing these products is now $5,000. So that same $10,000 order, because of our bulk buying discount, they now pay $5,000. You do the same thing with the points. You're going to take 55% of the point value of whatever the points. And I know it's difficult, but because of the points, the way that the points work, the points are different based on the product that you're adding into this. So we're trying to simplify it as easy as possible down to the points. So at $10,000, I pay $5,000, and whatever the points are, I'm discounted at 55%. Now, when you see that bulk price of $20,000 retail, that seems like a lot of money, and it absolutely is a lot of money. But when these people are retailing these products through their stores, they're going to see that that is that's very doable. We have several accounts that is doing more than $10,000 a month retail every single month over and over again. So this is a huge benefit. So at $20,000, you're going to take 20,000. You're going to divide that by, you're going to times that by 60%, which takes your total payout. That's 12,000. 12,000 minus 20,000 is $8,000. So you're getting $20,000 in retail product sales for $8,000. So your retail profit is now $12,000. And again, you take the points and divide that by the 65%, and that's there. So now when I walk into a place of business, I can show them our bulk pricing. I can talk about the products. There's an important part that I want to bring up here. The retailers, and you should not go in there trying to get them to sign up as an associate, because most retail accounts, again, this is why direct sales and network marketing companies very rarely have the ability to do what we're doing here, because they require these accounts to sign up as an associate. You, however, have the ability to take a retail account, sign them up as a retailer. All of their points count as your personal store sales, and they get the retail profit because they're buying the product. So you're earning the commissions on it. They're getting the retail profit because they're turning around and selling it, but they're getting the discount. So when you walk into a place of business and you start talking about, hey, I can show you how to increase the profitability per square footage of your store. And now, because what you're showing is that all of our products have a very small footprint in the store. It's an easy add-on when you start looking at some of these things. And the beautiful thing about it, if you're retailing the M sticks, the ability to increase that 30, 40, 50, or 60% profitability increases dramatically, because if they start selling it by the stick, which a lot of stores do, now instead of $44.95 retail a box, they're getting $2 a stick, 36 in a box. They're getting $60 a box. So now their ability from a retail perspective increases dramatically from that perspective. Now, I've got a couple slides here, and this is really important to understand, and we'll do a quicker, shorter video to explain this to make it a lot easier for you guys as well. But I've got another piece here, but the reason why we wanted to start these every Tuesday night calls with this discussion point here is retail, fundraisers, trade shows and events, online, social media, all of those features or ways to sell all take advantage of our bulk buying discount. So this gives you the ability to plug into the trade shows and events, the online, the social media, the fundraisers, all of that's here. And so now when I'm sitting down as a fundraiser, I can show them that if they sell more than $2,500 in retail, they're going to earn 30%. If they sell more than $5,000 retail, they're going to earn 40%. If they sell more than $10,000 retail, they're going to earn 50%. And $20,000, they're going to earn more than 60%. So it just makes it really easy. And then the points are just calculated. Again, just add 5%. That makes it really easy. So now shipping, just so that people can see this, the shipping orders $2,500 or more with the bulk is $50. $3,000 or more is $60. $3,500 or more is $70. $4,000 or more is $80, $4,500 is $90, and anything over $5,000 is $100 shipping. And that just it calculates into you there. So now I want to take the last 5 minutes of this call, and I'd like to talk about how this works. So I got a question. This works for Avocet products too. This absolutely, and they said that they called into customer service and they didn't. Any of BeneYOU's products that we sell, from any of our products of the house of brand products that we sell, fits into this bulk buying discount. So any product that we sell, from the beauty to the hydration to the gut health, any product that BeneYOU sells fits into this bulk buying program, okay? Now, I would like to talk about, you guys have heard us put in a little bit of emphasis on the 500 Club, and we're gonna start building this out. We're creating pins, and we're creating recognition, and we're getting swag, and we're doing a bunch of different things around this. This is why. When we started this company, we started out with the two goals in mind. One, we wanted to create 1 million thousandaires, and two, we wanted to have 3 generations of leaders walking across stage. So let's walk through and talk about how we can create an extra $18,000 a year, which is more than your $1,000 a month. So you're on level 1. We can show you how to earn $18,000 or more a year with just 40 people doing the 500 Club. You are one person. So on this chart that you're seeing in front of you, you're the one person. You do 500 in personal sales. We wanted to tie this together in this particular segment because we were talking about the bulk buying discount. So at the 2,500 bulk buying discount, you're well over the 1,000 points. Even if you're doing the lacquer strips, or you're doing the nail wraps, you're well over the 500 points. So 500 Club, because I'm doing 500, I get 20% out of my store sales. So I'm gonna earn $100 on all of my 500 in store sales, the virtual store sales. I'm earning 20%. At 12 months a year, that's $1,200 in yearly earnings. Now, all you have to do, and I know this sounds simplistic, and I don't want to oversimplify it, but think about this for 1 second. Do you know 3 people that could benefit for an extra $18,000 a year? And if you do, can you get those 3 people to duplicate what you're doing? So you get 3 people to do 500 in personal sales. Again, they can do those through any of the 8 ways to sales. We just talked about the retail selling tonight. You get a couple of retail accounts signed up. That's going to be very easy to do once you get a couple of retail accounts signed up. Those 3 people are doing 1,500 in volume, 500 each, 500 times 3. On your level 1 is going to be $150 in earnings at the 10% level 1. You round that out for 12 years, 12 months, yearly earnings is $1,800. Those 3 people, again, you get those 3 people to duplicate what you're doing. Those 3 people, 9 people on your level 2, that's 4,500 in volume. 9 times 500 is 4,500. On your level 2, which is 9%, puts you at $405 in total earnings. Take that out, yearly earnings, that's an extra $4,860 just on your level 2. We go to your level 3, 9 people, those 9 people get 3 people. Again, we're teaching people to duplicate what we're doing. Those 9 people get 3 people, that's 27, for a total of 13,500 in volume. On your level 3, that's $810 in commissions every month. Round that out yearly, that's $9,720 in yearly earnings. So the total is 40 people, and including yourself, 40 people. Your total volume is $20,000 a month in total sales. Your monthly earnings is $1,465 for a total of $17,580. Now, we talk about $18,000 a year. That $17,580 does not count any of your retail profits or retail bonuses that are going into that. That is just simply your volume points. So when you start adding in all of that, that gets you well over the $18,000 a month. Now, if you start thinking about that, the average American has $16,000 a month in credit card debt. $16,000 a month. With this right here, we could eliminate their credit card debt. But I would ask you this one question in closing, and we're right at the 30-minute mark, so we want to make sure that we're being mindful of this. I would ask you this question. What would an additional $1,300 or $1,400 a month mean to you and your family? What would an additional $1,000 a month mean to your family? What if you did half of that? What would an additional $700 a month mean to you and your family? You know, what if you did half of that? What would an additional $350 a month mean to you and your family? And when you start to think about those things and you start to apply that to there, it makes it a lot easier to go out and maybe talk to some of these retail establishments, or talk to these gyms, or talk to some of these individuals and take advantage of this bulk buying program. We have associates within M that's all they do. That's their business. They don't build a team. That's not something that's their strength, right? But in their circle of influence, they have these retailers that are able to do that. Now, I'm not suggesting that. I'm not saying just go out and focus solely upon retail, because you've got to focus on your strengths. Again, the John Maxwell quote, if you spent as much time focusing on your strengths as you do your weaknesses would become irrelevant. Every one of you is born with the seeds of greatness. Every one of you has those God-given talents and strengths. Our 8 ways to sell are not meant to confuse you. They're not meant for you to try to figure out and how to master all 8 of them. You got to figure out what works for you. What are you passionate about? Where can you get traction with it? You may get traction with all 8. You may get traction with just one of those. But as long as you're progressing, as long as you're moving forward, as long as you're doing something, moving forward, you can and will progress, and you can and will get yourself to a place that you want to be. See, we believe here at BeneYOU that each and every one of us isn't necessarily where we're meant to be, right? Like, we believe that we were born for greatness, and we have to continue to progress. Doesn't mean that where we're at isn't a place of happiness, but what it means is that we have to progress, or we're going to digress. We cannot stand still. That's one thing that I truly believe, is that you can't, you have to move forward. So I would challenge each and every one of you not only to be a part of the 500 club, figure out what works for you, get a part of the 500 club, and then just find 3 people that's willing to do what you're willing to do and duplicate it. It's that simple. Plug into the system, plug into your upline, plug into your mentors, plug into the support that you're here, and go out there and move forward to change your life. And with that, we greatly appreciate you joining our Tuesday night training. God bless each and every one of you. We absolutely love and appreciate all you do for us each and every day. Thank you so much. Make it a great day, and make sure that you're doing all of the things that you want to do in this life, because it is a life worth living. God bless you. Bye.